All right, here we go, and...
Hello!
Hello!
It's been a couple of weeks.
We're back together, Marina.
I missed you.
I know, I missed you
I know,
too.
it's been weird.
It has been very weird, yeah. We've had, well, there's the one week that we had recorded two,
yeah.
so I didn't see you, and then I used my brother last week.
I listened to that episode, and I was texting you while I was listening to it, but it was so funny.
Yeah.
And I was just sitting there, and I was like, I feel like your brother took over my spot very well. Like, he had similar hot takes.
Yeah, oh no, he definitely, like, he and you had very similar hot... Like, the second you mentioned chewing food, I was like, Marina, is that you? Like, are you with us still?
Yeah, I was actually just possessing your brother and speaking
Exactly,
yeah.
honestly. Yes, I believe it. It was a lot of fun. I did have a lot of fun.
I like how at the end he was like, this is an hour and a half long, and you're like, yeah, that's kind of how this goes.
Kind of how they always are. They kind of always are that long.
That and I think he was like, yeah, I've only listened to like a quarter of one episode.
I know, and I was like, thanks, Ryan. I appreciate it. True fan right here.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. I need to shout out one of my friends. I think I've talked about him before on the podcast. I believe he's still listening. I guess I won't say his name just because I don't know if he wants his name on the podcast, but thanks for listening, man. You know who you are. We were talking about the FBI story together, and so he was like, that'd be a great podcast episode, or topic. And I was like, I mean, the story is just about my professor getting caught by the FBI, but it wasn't like...
What?
Okay, I'm going to tell a story for
please.
you. It's not as dramatic as it sounds, and I'll tell the full story for him, too, here as well. I had a professor in undergrad. He's an architecture professor, and there's the FBI buildings in DC, and you can see it, and it's like a very brutalist, like concrete. I think it's an ugly building, but my professor was out there sketching and taking pictures of it, just for documentation and architectural purposes, and he was there for too long, looking too sketchy as he was sketching.
Sketchy.
And so a couple of FBI agents came out, and they're like, sir, you need to come into the building. I don't know what you're doing, but you're not... What are you doing? And so they took him in, and he was there in the FBI building inside for like a couple of hours getting questioned because they were like they thought he was like,
what, like drawing up a plan to rob them?
They thought that he was gonna attack or something. Like they thought something was gonna happen, and so they like confiscated his sketchbooks and his camera. He got it back, I think, at the end, but he's like, yeah. It was great. He was like, this is great as an architect. I got to go inside.
I got to go inside and see the structures and the crown molding.
Yes, literally. He was just like, I don't think they understood. That was awesome.
Exactly what I wanted, actually.
He's like, my plan worked perfectly. Like, you can't get floor plans of the FBI headquarters online, so this was great. I got to go inside.
There you go.
Yeah, but that's the story, full story, for my friend.
That's fun.
Thanks for listening, man.
That's super cool.
But after he told me that, I was like, I kind of want to go do that. Like he's like, I didn't get in trouble once I explained the situation. I just had to sit there for a while, and I was like, I kind of want to try it.
That sounds like something I could definitely get behind.
Very easy to do, and like he was like, I didn't get in trouble. I just got to go inside the FBI building. I was like, so you're telling me you got a free field trip to the FBI building?
There are no consequences.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, guys, this is your calling. Go out and just sketch the FBI building.
I am now definitely on an FBI watch list if you're listening.
Oh yeah, this video is going to get flagged by the FBI.
Oh, definitely. Also, I mean, our friend Will, he also got in trouble in DC. Do you remember this story?
Will gets in trouble a lot.
This one cracks me up.
Love you, buddy.
At the Capitol building. Like when
oh my god,
when he was a kid, yeah. Oh. Do you want to tell it?
No, I can't remember all the details. You need to tell it, but I remember where I was when I heard this story.
I remember him telling us at like lunch or something. Yeah. I think I hope it's okay that I'm telling his story. It's fine. But our friend Will from high school, he was in DC at the Capitol building with his family on a family trip, and you can go inside and see it. And his mom was like, oh, you can't bring our giant bottle of sunscreen into the building.
It was sunscreen. I couldn't remember what it was. It was sunscreen.
And his mom was like, just go take it and put it underneath that bench over there. And so he does that, and security starts dashing towards him. And he's like, sir, what are you doing? I guess he was a child. Child, what are you doing? And he's like, my mom just told me to go put sunscreen on. And his mom just completely, like, turned around.
That's right. She just left him to the mercy of the, oh my God.
FBI. And he was just like, he's like 13, I think.
Yeah. Oh, poor
and he was
Will.
freaking out. And he's like, my mom just told me to do this. And she was just like, I don't know this child. I think they were
Will. They
fine.
thought he was putting like a bomb under the bench.
Yeah,
Like
because
that's
he's
what
literally like stuffing something underneath the low bench.
Yeah, like
And I've
poor
been
Will.
there, and I've seen people doing the exact same thing with like a bag of chips or water bottles or something, and I'm just like, Will, who thought this was a good
Man.
idea? They'll just confiscate it at the door.
Just
you
have
won't
a
get it
bin.
back.
Like it's not that big of a deal.
It's
like,
just sunscreen.
or
too.
just don't bring it.
Don't
like
bring
leave it in the car. Like
Yeah.
man,
It
poor
was
Will.
so
That's a great. I
funny.
forgot about that story.
That
Oh
is
my god.
one of my favorite stories about Will.
That
I
is
think.
a great story.
It
man.
cracks me up.
My favorite. My favorite story that I tell to everyone. It's the white stuffed squirrel story. Have I told you this story?
I know
You
the
definitely
white stuffed
know-
squirrel, but I don't know the origins.
You
of
know
it.
the quote that I'm about to say because okay, so this is like canonically like one of the most epic like things I have experienced with Will. Like this is like a foundation of our friendship is this scenario. So there's a place in North Carolina that has like white squirrels. They're not albino, they're just
white?
Like they're just white. They're not albino, they're just white. And so Will and in high school was like I think he was like joking, but he was like acting like he was super into these squirrels. Like he thought they were so cool. And I think he was like hamming it up just because it was funny.
Yeah.
But he had gotten like a stuffed squirrel from there because his like aunt or uncle, someone gave it to him. And for his birthday, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get him a white stuffed squirrel. So I brought it to school and I gave it to him after school. And we were like standing there talking and Will was holding his squirrel. And we went to a Catholic high school, right? And one of the priests, yeah, you know.
No, not that. I have another Will story.
I'm so poor Will. We're just putting him on the, I don't even know if he listens.
He doesn't.
Oh my god. But anyway, so we're standing
we'll have to
there.
send him this episode.
We have to. Anyway, so we're standing there and one of the priests comes up to us and one of the teachers, the priest comes up to us and he's like, oh, hello, Will, what do you have there? And Will was like, oh, Will's sarcastic. And so he's like, oh, I just got my white squirrel. It's my buddy. And, whatever. Like, he talks for like 2 seconds and the priest goes, well, everyone has their fetish. And then just walks away. And I remember just like, no, you didn't know this?
No.
This is like,
wait, a priest?
A priest. And like, it was one of like the priests that like is like the really quiet priest too. So he's just like a savage underneath. And like oh my god, it was so funny. I think Will and I just stood there in shock. I think someone else was with us. I can't remember who it was, but someone else witnessed this. And like, we just sit there, everyone has their fetish, and then just walks away. Like, he didn't even let us react. He didn't even give us time to react.
Oh my gosh.
He just walked away. God.
I didn't know that story at all. That's horrifying.
Oh man, we tell that story to everybody, man. Oh, I love that story.
That was the story behind it.
I tell that story to everyone. So yeah, now Will has 2 white
gosh.
stuffed squirrels, and one of them's from me. And
it's
the fetish squirrel. The fetish
so
squirrel.
So good, but it's awful.
God, it was so funny.
Oh,
do you have any hot takes for the week?
Oh my gosh, I have had a pretty good. I am now a working gal.
Yay!
I started my job this.
Wow, I said gay and it turned into a burp immediately. I apologize for that horrible noise. God, sorry. Please continue.
I'm a working gal. I started my job this week, and like first weekend, I absolutely love it. So it's been good.
Yeah.
My hot take is running is hard. I'm in pain.
Mm-hmm.
I've started like going and running multiple times this week, and I've already gotten I have this massive bruise on my hip.
Ooh.
And I was like, I didn't bump into anything. There's nothing I could have bumped into. And I realized that like when I was on a run, I rolled my hip, and it's like an internal bruise that came out.
Oh,
and so like day 1, I was like, oh, it's just like a little bruise. Day 2, I was like, what the fuck happened to it?
Internal bleeding.
It's not internal bleeding. Actually,
well, is that not what bruising is?
Oh,
internal
yeah,
bleeding?
I guess it is internal bleeding.
Yeah.
It's gone down, but it still
That's
looks real weird.
Oh, that's horrible. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry that happened.
It's okay. It was okay, and then I went to a workout class with my like coworkers, and it just made it worse.
Oh.
And I was like in pain. I was like, I can't walk. I can't move my right leg without like it being in pain.
Oh,
And we went out last night, and I was like, I'm just gonna be dancing with my arms like this.
Do the
Yeah,
This
do
is
some
the
Grammy
Chris special.
moves.
This is exactly how
Oh.
Chris dances. He just like moves his shoulders up and down, like kind of like lifts the elbows out, and it's adorable. Oh man.
He was like a
He's
50-year-old man.
jamming. Yeah, I know. It's like when he's sitting, because like when we're at a bar and a
Mm.
good song comes on, he just kind of like does his little his little dancey dance. Like,
Love that. Love that.
oh, adorable. But my hot take for the
What's your
week.
hot take?
My car still doesn't work.
Oh, wait, what?
So I got my car back last Friday. Because
Oh,
it
that's
had a
right.
transmission
I was
issue.
like, when did we talk about this? I was like, you talked about it with your brother.
So
I listened
long
to
ago.
it.
It was also so long ago that we had an issue. I had an issue with it. So like last time Chris was here was when my car decided to die.
Oh.
Like
okay.
that night after we recorded the podcast, my car like died. Like
Oh.
it died like the transmission. Like there's a problem with the transmission, and apparently we still don't know what it is, because the first initial incident, I was like driving down the road and all of a sudden it like stopped moving, but like the car was still running, but I would hit the gas and it would just go vroom, vroom, and it like wouldn't move. And so I heard that like sometimes when your transmission dies, your reverse still works, but your drive doesn't. So I put it in reverse and it still didn't move. Put it in neutral and it was just on a flat piece of ground, so it didn't really go anywhere. But like it was shifting gears fine, which is like another weird thing, because usually if your transmission is fucked up, then like you can't really shift gears easily.
Yeah.
But it was shifting gears fine, it just wasn't moving. And
That's
so
weird.
I called a tow truck, took it in, they looked at it, and basically like I didn't need a new transmission, but they like replaced a bunch of parts. Like they had to clean out like the tray and the fluid and everything. They like basically just like cleaned everything up. And then I got it back last Friday, and I drove it around, and then like Tuesday I drove it to work, and I was like in the parking lot my car, and I started it up, and then I put it in reverse, and lo and behold, it just it did the same thing. Like it just went vroom, and it started like creeping forward, and I was like, drive didn't do anything, and like I just was like, no. And so I took it back to the place, and they called me yesterday, and they were like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. And I was like, they were like, we were able to drive around the parking lot. And I'm like, okay, because the problem was, like, the first time this happened, like, it cut out, but then I turned off the car for a little bit and turned it back on. It was fine. But then, like, a half mile later, it did the same thing. It, like, died again. And so they were like, we drove around the parking lot, like, it's fine. I'm like, it does this. I'm like, it's sneaky. I don't know what it does.
It's always, like, it doesn't work for you, and then it works for somebody else.
It's like,
and you get it back, and it doesn't work again.
It's like when you ask somebody for help, and then the second they walk over, it's like, oh, it's working now. I'm just a dumb fuck, I guess. But anyway, so I'm just going to have to call, because the place that I just sent it to when it broke down at my office was not the same place that I sent it to initially. So and the guys who fixed it initially, they're so nice. They sent me a thank you card. Like, I got a card in the mail, and they were like, thank you for letting us take care of your Mercedes. And I was like, oh my God. Anyway, it was so sweet. And so they told me, they're like, okay, yeah, well, if they don't know what's wrong with it, or if they find something wrong with it, like, we can get a tow truck over there and bring it back to our place and see what's happening. So I didn't have time to call them yesterday, so I'm gonna have to call them on Monday and be like, yay, they couldn't find anything wrong with it. Can you take it back and see what's happening? So,
and at least they believe you.
So yeah, yeah.
And no,
they know what the problem is, because like, but it wasn't it was throwing up codes the first time around, but now it's not, and I'm just like, I'm so upset. I'm so mad, because like I love that car so much, and I'm willing to like pay whatever it takes, but yeah. So yeah, that's my hot take for the week, is that transmission issues suck. Sorry that was such a ramble, but like that's my hot take for the week. Just my car. I just want her to be okay.
You gotta get your transmissions replaced. I'll probably at some point have to get my hip replaced.
Oh! All right, Marina, what's our topic?
Our topic this week Celebrity crushes!
Yay! Celebrity crushes! Oh my goodness. So the way that this is gonna work is that we each have a list of our celebrity crushes, and we're gonna go down the list. I've prioritized mine. My list is in order of how much I would like drop everything to be with this person. How unhealthily obsessed I am is the order my list is in.
I think mine's not perfectly in order, but I could probably reorder it quickly.
Yeah.
There's just like one or two people I move farther up the list.
Yeah. So we're each gonna go down our lists. Should we go from the bottom up or should we go from the top down?
I think we should go bottom up.
Bottom up? Okay.
Yeah, you
Bottoms
can't.
up?
Yeah, first place.
Yeah, so we end on a high note.
Yes.
But basically, we're each gonna give a hot take about the other person's celebrity crush.
I also have
Whether we agree,
anti-celebrity
disagree,
crushes.
anti-celebrity crushes.
Like crushes that other people have. That I'm like, I don't get it.
Oh,
I
I
only
like
have- I
that.
only have
Yes,
two
I
of
have.
them.
I have a
I'm
couple
also.
of those too.
I do wonder if like any of the ones that I don't get will be on your list.
That is
so
very
maybe we'll
interesting.
save them for later.
I will say that my celebrity crushes are not necessarily mainstream. Like in case you can't tell about the sweatshirt I am wearing, for those of you watching on YouTube, I watch a lot of YouTube. And
I knew who one of yours was gonna be, and we were talking about this before.
Yeah, we were
Just
talking
like,
about
this
before.
person
I was
made
like,
it, and
this
I was
person.
like, I knew it.
It's not. This is the mythical, like, Good Mythical Morning. This is their sweatshirt. It's not either
Rhett
of those
and
guys.
Link didn't make it.
No, Rhett and Link are
Wow.
not on my list. They're like dads. They're like
Have you
internet
seen-
dads.
have you-
I've been watching them both since I was like in 6th grade. So like for me, they're like the internet dads.
Oh, they definitely are.
Yeah,
I think I
no
haven't watched
crushes
them.
there.
I haven't watched them since like high school, but I did watch them a little bit like middle school and high school, and I still see like their TikToks now, and I'm like,
Oh yeah.
oh my gosh, so much
know.
time has passed.
Oh my god, they're so. I love them so much.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite. But anyway, so
They're
I
a
watch a lot of
great
YouTube. So I think I have 2 people on my list who are YouTubers. One of them is an ex-YouTuber, I guess. Do you want to start us off, Marina?
Sure, I think we should both do our 10s at the same time.
You mean 8s?
Yeah, 8s.
All right, we'll
you.
do our 8s at the
So
same
like
time.
we both say them, and then we can debate our 8s together.
Okay.
My number 8 is Orlando Bloom.
My number 8 is Zendaya.
Oh, I didn't even think to put her on the list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My number 8
okay.
is Zendaya.
I can't. There's nothing wrong I can say.
I'm
about her.
actually like, this is your lowest one? Is Orlando Bloom? After all the she pumps up Orlando Bloom
do
a
like
lot.
Orlando Bloom.
A lot.
I feel like he probably could go high. I only put him at 8 because he's not like a current celebrity crush, but he was the first.
That
celebrity
makes
crush.
sense.
I saw him in Pirates of the Caribbean, and I was like, at like 5 years old, I was like, oh, what is that? Yeah, it's
That
like,
is true.
yeah.
It's like, oh, I feel things.
Yeah, it's just like, I think he's like the first man that I looked at that I was like, wait a
Mhm.
second, wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
People can look like that?
Mm-hmm. That's true.
And
That's
I
true.
think that's the
People
reason.
can be beautiful. Oh my
I
god.
think that's why, like, oh my gosh, I definitely have a fixation of men with like longer hair,
Oh,
and I
for
think
sure.
it's because of him.
Oh
As
yeah.
a child, I looked at him and I was like, oh my
Majestic,
gosh,
flowy
yes.
hair, beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
And then like when I got older and watched Lord of the Rings, and he had like the long blonde hair, which is not a great look, but I was just like, oh, you can pull this off too.
It's a iconic
It's
look.
an iconic.
But like Aragorn's hair. Like you're talking about like
Yes.
Aragorn hair.
I love,
Mhm.
yeah, that like kind of like
Mhm.
chin length, like yes.
I also, this is an honorable mention because I forgot to put him on my list, but the actor who plays Thorin in The Hobbit. Thorin Oakenshield, like the main dwarf.
Oh, wait.
Holy shit. Him and the guy who plays Keeley, too. That he's the one that fell in love with the elf. In the movie. Clearly that's not canonically correct in
I'm
the
gonna
books,
be honest,
but
I've only watched Lord of the Rings once, and I've
Em,
never.
put up a picture of those two right here, please, because they are gorgeous. Marina, I need to
You
give me
need-
some elevator music because I need to look up a picture for you. Like the music choice. This is Thorin.
Oh,
And here-
wait.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
yeah. Oh yeah. Look at
Okay.
him.
I
Giving
get
me
it. I get it.
giving me gorgeous Jesus vibes. Okay. Giving me
Have you
white
seen-
Jesus
wait,
vibes.
sorry. Have you seen Gajesus on TikTok?
What?
Gajesus?
I
It's
think
gay
so.
Jesus.
Yes.
And but
yes.
it's a great. Okay, anybody who doesn't know this, go look him up. He explains biblical things and how they're not actually homophobic, and the church has just been rewriting it to be.
This is
homophobic.
Keeley.
Oh, he's cute.
Oh yeah, he is. Look at it, he's so cute. He's oh my god, guys, come on now, come on now.
You
But
have,
this
to,
is.
you have to use that.
I really like seriously, this one, just like make it bigger on the screen. Like yeah, I know. I've been adding. I don't know how many people watch our YouTube videos, but I go so hard with the little like picture animations. Like I have them.
Can we
like,
have them like shooting out of our fingers?
No, that's what I was gonna. That's why I did the hand motion. But like, cause at one point I had like my hand, like I had to like track like my hand. I go hard, okay, guys? Watch the damn
I
YouTube videos after
sometimes-
you listen to it on
Sometimes I do listen to it on Spotify, and then sometimes I'm like, I need to know what she's talking about. Like, I need to know if she actually put this
Spotify.
in.
Yeah.
There's
I usually 9 times out of 10 I put it in.
There was one time I think that we were talking about the umbrellas and it was like the X over your face and you just wrote, no, I'm too tired for
Yes,
this.
I did do that. I was like, "Em, put an X over my face," and then
You
when
were
the
like,
text
we
came up,
had-
I was like, "No."
We had so many like, oh, and do this, and no.
I know, honestly,
No,
I just
no.
had the text come up a million times, and it was just like, absolutely not.
Just like, I'm
You
not
guys
doing
are the
this.
worst. I think at one point in time, the text was just like, y'all suck.
yeah.
Oh,
That was like
man,
one of the few
stop
times
it.
I watched it, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is really funny.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But anyway,
For this episode, I'll have to look it up because I feel like we'll probably have to have a couple of photos up to be like.
oh,
this
for
is
sure.
what
I
we're
think
talking about.
I'll probably put up like the celebrity, like as we say their names, I'll
Have
put
them like
them up.
floating above our heads.
Yeah, probably. I'll figure something out. I'll be creative with it.
Yeah,
But
do whatever creatively moves you.
thank you.
Sorry, let's get back on track.
Yes, please,
Wait,
Jesus.
we're
Oh
so
man,
far.
good Jesus,
Jesus.
good Jesus.
I think
help me.
I'm pronouncing it right. It's very funny.
But yeah, the guy who plays Keely needs to be actually.
Wait,
on
was
my
that your
list.
number? Wait, no, who was?
No, Zendaya was
Zendaya.
number 8,
Wait,
which
we're so
I
far
feel
off.
like I might get a lot of flack for putting her so low
I'm surprised.
on my list. But the fact that she's on it at all, because I've told Marina this too, is that like I don't have as many crushes on like female celebrities as I do on male celebrities, and I don't know why.
Mm.
I think maybe it's just because like I feel bad objectifying like female celebrities because they already get so
Yeah.
objectified that I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know. There's just only a few female celebrities that I'm like, you
Mm.
know. The rest of them I'm like, I respect you as a woman, like as woman to
As a
woman,
woman to
like I see you as a sister, like you know. So like I can't, not that I'm like on the same level as those guys, but yeah, Zendaya I
We
just
are
can't
all
deny.
women of the world. and we
Zendaya,
have to
I
look
just
out for
can't
each
deny.
other.
She's
Oh,
just she's
good.
just so amazing. Number 7 on your list.
Okay, 7. Oh wait. Oh, I still have 9 on here. I'm gonna
That's
delete.
okay.
I'm gonna delete my number 8.
My
'cause,
7th
yeah.
one is Johnny Depp, specifically as Jack Sparrow. Now, the trial is still ongoing. I don't know. I guess this comes out tomorrow, so I don't think the
they're gonna
trial will be
resolve it
decided
on
in a day.
Sunday.
But for future reference, I don't know who's innocent and who's guilty in this situation. I have opinions, but
You
we
have
will.
A lot of opinions.
I have a lot of opinions, but we'll just save them for
The
later.
internet also has so many opinions. on
The
this.
internet has a lot of opinions, but it will be. I can't really put a lot of hope in the justice system. I'm sorry, but like I want to hope that it works out for the best this time. Like
he has really good lawyers and she does not.
oh my
which
God,
is-
her lawyers are what the hell
They're
is wrong with them?
terrible.
Like I don't understand.
And they keep putting her on the stand and she just is so. she
I'll just
says
say
a
it
lot of
right
stuff
now.
that does not sound good in her
I've
place.
been in like an emotionally and like verbally abusive relationship, and she is ticking all the trauma boxes for me. That is just my opinion. Just as
in,
someone
like,
who has like personal like there was a moment specifically, there was like I think she was being interrogated or by Johnny Depp's lawyer, and she made this particular face. It was like a very exaggerated frowny face.
Yes.
And my abusive ex-boyfriend made that same face when I tried to break up with him, and it was like like I saw that happen and I was like, no, I was like, absolutely not. So like maybe I'm a little biased, but like that just
it's just you see those things.
I see those things and I just in my mind they connect of like that behavior of like really going over the top to try and garner sympathy, and like it just opinions. I don't want to talk shit about either of them because again, I don't know who's innocent and who's guilty in this situation.
Yeah.
Clearly they both did terrible things in their
Something
relationship, so no
happened,
one's truly innocent in this situation.
Yes.
Like they were both awful to each other is what it
Yes.
sounds like. But in terms of like the actual like assault allegations and things like that, like man, if she's lying, I'm gonna be so fucking pissed. Like, and I just
lying about like him.
like, oh my God, like just the stories that she was telling, like
They don't make sense sometimes.
I know they don't
too.
make sense. That's the thing is that, and I don't want to say that she's lying. I don't want to say that she's not lying, but at the same time, I'm like just
But she's been caught lying.
I know she's been caught lying, which is like, but still,
No,
innocent until
necessarily.
proven
Yes,
guilty.
not necessarily
so.
on the like abuse allegations, but she's been caught lying about like donations she made and
Oh
whatnot.
yeah, the donation stuff and everything, which I don't know. If she is lying, it is doing so much damage to all the other survivors out there who have actually gone through things like that and were not able to take it to court for multiple reasons.
Or even get away from their abusers.
Or even get away. So, like, it's just a horrible, horrible situation. This is a horrible, horrible trial. Like, just to for both of them, I can only imagine. Like, again, I don't know who's innocent or who's guilty here. We'll see. But specifically Jack Sparrow.
Johnny Depp is Jack
Going
Sparrow.
back to Jack Sparrow. Specifically Jack Sparrow. I guess really, like,
I get it,
the character of Jack Sparrow.
That's my
but, like,
crush for Orlando Bloom is specifically Will
I guess
Turner.
that's not technically a celebrity crush because it's, like, a character, but, like, Johnny Depp acts so much like him, like, that it's really hard to, like, distinguish. Like, I just love the weird, like, slightly unhinged, like, super, I don't know, I'm really into it. Same with, Blackbeard from Our Flag Means Death.
I finally finished
You watched it?
Oh my gosh.
Dude.
I also love Taika
Dude.
Waititi so much.
Yes.
His directing, his acting.
Yet another
so
great
good.
example of why men shouldn't shave their beards sometimes, though. Because that was
I've
rough.
never seen him
That
without
was
even just, like,
rough.
stubble. And
I
it's
saw
like, you're
that and I was
clean-shaven,
like,
what?
this kind of killed my lady boner. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, damn. I was like, thank God he's not even into women. I was just like, damn. So anyway, but that was another scenario where I was just like, these pirates, man. Pirates are hot. Pirates are hot. Number 6.
I still haven't said my number 7.
Oh my God! Sorry, Marina.
Okay, well, my number 7 was Sandra Oh.
Oh my God. That's a good one.
I'm just like, I don't know what it is. I think she's just so cool. I don't know what it is. Just overall, I look at her and I'm just like, you're so cool. She's also...
That's a really good one.
Yeah, she's also does, like, some voice acting. I was rewatching a show that she did, like, some voice acting for, and I was like, you're so cool. And then my friends are watching, what's the show? Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, yeah.
And I was watching it before coming here, and that is what helped me remember, but, like, it was, like, season 2, so she was still on, and I was like, Sandra, I love you so much. She's just cool. She's so cool. Yeah, that's it. It's really just, like, a massive, like, oh my gosh, she's so cool. Sandra Oh. Okay.
Number 7. Where you go?
7. Aren't you on number 6?
Fuck.
Number 6. My number 6 is Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yes. He's like, I get it. I do get it. I just think he's a little too Ken doll for me. Like, he's just too cut perfectly. Like,
I look at
he's
him,
too perfect.
I like buff men, so I looked at him and I look at him, I'm just like, dang.
I like thick men. I was telling, I was out with our friend Emma last night, and I was telling her this. My ideal man is like, body type wise, is when he's got abs, but then he's got, like, the layer of fat over his abs. So it's like one solid block. You know what I'm talking about? Like, it's just like a fish fillet, like, you know, with, like, the line down the middle and, like, the the 2 sides.
Oh, yes. Oh my gosh,
I like
that. What it looks like.
The fish fillet abs. Give me that fish fillet.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
no,
man.
I mean, he's just...
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I never described it like that before.
Fish fillet makes so
but
much
it is exactly what it is. It's fish fillet abs. So people like Henry Cavill who have, like, the rugged 6-pack, like, I get it, but I would like it better if it just looked a little more fish fillet. Like a great example. How did I not put him on my list? I'm dead ass gonna sub someone out. All right, I'll mention it later.
Okay.
But my number 6 is, do you know who PewDiePie is?
Yes.
Do you know his wife?
Yes.
Marcia.
Oh, she's so cute.
Marcia is like, mwah.
When you said PewDiePie, I thought you were going to go just with him.
No. Doesn't do it for me. I don't do blondes. I don't think anyone on this list is blonde. No one on this list is blonde.
I have one blondish person. 2 blonde people.
She's adorable. I'm obsessed with her,
She's
and that's
Italian?
like my type of girl right there. Like, she's just so cute. I love her. I love her to death.
I love her voice too.
Yes. So
yeah.
Cute. So that's Marcia.
She's like the epitome of cuteness.
She's so adorable. Oh my goodness. That's like, I think she's like the only, maybe another reason why I don't find, like, female celebrities as attractive is just because I feel like I can't get to know their personality as much. And, like, personality matters a lot to me. And so I think especially with YouTubers, like their whole platform is all personal sometimes. So I think it's just easier for me to get crushes on YouTubers. Hi Marcia. Hi. Anyway.
I like Henry Cavill. This is something that I didn't think of when I put him on the list, but is like a reason why I like him. I like the guys that don't look like they're into nerdy stuff, but secretly are.
Yes.
And I'm just like, because like you look at him, you're just like, oh, that's a man, that's a dude, that is just a bro. But then you see something, and he's like a massive nerd. I was watching an interview. He almost missed. I think he almost missed his audition for like Superman because he's playing The Witcher, like the video game.
Man, that is some foreshadowing right there.
I can't. And like he's just like a massive nerd. And I love when guys are like, oh, these like big buff tough looking dudes, and then they're like, but I'm really into like Dungeons and Dragons or something. It cracks me up.
I love a hot nerd.
I love
a hot nerd.
Yeah,
hey Chris.
Yes.
All right, here we go. Number 5.
Go ahead.
Daniel Radcliffe.
I knew he was gonna be on your list. I was fairly certain he's gonna show up at some point. I didn't put him on my anti-celebrity crushes.
Marina.
It's not that I'm like against it, but I just don't get it.
Marina. He's adorable.
Yeah, I just don't get it. Oh,
I love him so much. Again, it's the short, dark-haired man. I'm telling you, short, dark-haired man with fish fillet. That's all I want. That's all I want. Fish fillet. Oh man. But yeah, who's yours? Number 5.
Lupita Nyong'o.
Yes, from Black Panther. And other things.
She's in other
what
things.
What else does she do? She's been in something else.
She's been in a lot of things. I don't watch a lot of her stuff, but I was just like, I remember.
She is gorgeous.
She's so pretty. I remember when she won her Oscar. That's the first time that I was like, oh my gosh, she's so pretty.
All right.
Yeah, that's basically. I don't have anything else about her.
I mean, hey, I got no complaints about that.
Yeah, a lot of these are actually just
I'm
like
indignant on behalf of Daniel Radcliffe, but that's about it.
Yeah, like I said, he's not anti. I just don't fully get it.
I'm interested to hear your antis though.
I'd have 3 now. I just added. And I think they'll be a little controversial as well. Okay, what was that, number 5? So we're on to number 4?
Yes, number 4.
I have a very basic choice again. Not Lupita Nyong'o.
She's not basic.
No, I'm saying she's not the basic choice. I'm talking more about Henry Cavill as the basic choice.
Oh.
My other very basic choice is Chris Evans.
Yes. He's not on my list, but yes.
Yeah.
He's an honorable mention, for sure.
He's,
I do have a list of honorable mentions.
he's just,
the more I think about it, the more I realize that there are more celebrities, and I'm like, so.
He's just a very, very attractive man. Again, ripped. Played Captain America, so like those were my favorites.
That righteous man. Righteous man.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I mean, I was always Team Cap. I was never.
Yes.
I mean, like I watched the Iron Man movies first,
Yeah,
and I was like, these are great.
Cap all the way,
but
for sure.
once I got older, I was like, Captain America was
the people who like Iron Man are the same people who like worshipped Elon Musk. That's like the same energy. The same energy. If you are like. Am I wrong?
If you were in the MCU, like if the MCU was real,
if the MCU was real, the same type of people who worship Elon Musk would worship Iron Man.
There'd be such strange Twitter things.
Yes,
of people being like, "I love."
It's the rich, like genius asshole vibe.
Tony Stark. I was just gonna call him like Robert Downey Jr. And
yeah,
like, no, that's not his character's name.
But I love RDJ. I do love RDJ.
I do love RDJ. But you're kind of. I feel like you're kind of.
I feel that is my hot take.
Elon Musk does though exist. But he was. I think he showed up.
Yes, he is a real person.
No. In the MCU,
he is.
I believe he showed up in the second Iron Man movie.
I don't know. I guess if there's ever been a Tesla in the MCU, then Elon Musk exists.
Give me a second.
But I gotta pick. I don't like Elon Musk. I think he's definitely overrated, and definitely it's like one of those. Again, it's just like one of those guys that people worship because it's like, oh my god, he's so smart, and like those guys also think that they're so smart. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying guys just because it's mostly been men who worship Elon Musk. I don't think I've ever come across a woman, or non-binary person that was like obsessed with Elon Musk. Just saying.
Okay, sorry. I just want to go. I had to look it up to make sure. But yes, the second movie. Right before there's like the big racing scene where Whiplash comes and like takes apart the cars. they're in like this swanky bar,
Yes.
and Tony Stark's walking around like with
And
Pepper,
Elon-
and he goes,
Mhm.
"Yeah, hey Elon," and Elon
Yes.
Musk just like turns around, he's like,
I
"It's me,
do
the owner
remember
of
that.
Twitter." But
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
yeah, Elon Musk is actually exists
Good
in
Jesus
the
Christ.
in the MCU.
Man.
Elon,
Yeah. Not a
you
fan
suck.
of Elon Musk, but it's the same energy. The people who are really obsessed with Elon Musk, it's the same energy as the Iron Man fans.
You're kind of not wrong.
I am not wrong. I will stand by that. That is a hill I will die on. I will die on that hill. They are synonymous.
I feel like if
not that Iron Man's not cool. Like I think Iron Man's cool. It's
but
just
I
that
think
like
it's like the dude bros. It's the finance bros.
It is the
on Twitter,
NFT bros.
who would be like,
the NFT.
Yo, they'd be like, "Yo, did you see that new NFT I got of
fucking damn.
Iron Man flying through the sky?"
On God. Anyway,
Yeah.
but yeah, so that's my hot take.
But yes, I am definitely a Captain America fan and Chris Evans.
Mm-hmm. My number 4 is Karen Gilligan, who plays Nebula, and also was I've been rewatching Doctor Who, and so she was a companion for the 11th Doctor, Matt Smith. She's like the redhead Irish girl, and I think she is gorgeous. I think she is beautiful. I think she is funny. And I think she's extremely talented. So that checks all of my boxes.
Did you know when she first got the role of Nebula, she shaved her head, not realizing she didn't have to?
I respect the commitment, though.
She fully did it, and they're like,
it.
I think the MCU got, like I think they're like, we didn't actually have to go that far, and just like, well, I'm committed.
Well, here we go.
She was really excited about it.
That's so awesome,
and
though.
Oh, she's so great as Nebula.
I love Nebula. Nebula is one of my most underrated MCU characters. I think that she's very underrated.
I'm hopeful that she's gonna get more of an arc in screen time.
I think she got a really good arc in Endgame.
Oh, she did, but I hope she gets even more arc and screen time in the next couple of movies.
I agree.
Especially.
She's a badass. I love Nebula. So cool. Yeah, that's my number 4. All right, here's your number 3. We're in the top 3 now, guys. Top 3. Do we want to do honorable mentions before we do our top 3?
I don't have any.
I do.
You can quickly. Do you want to quickly?
Real quick, my honorable mentions. Aaron Hansen from Game Grumps. Hi. I don't know if you know who that is.
No, I don't. But
he's like, it's
photo
here. Aaron Hansen from Game Grumps. I'm gonna put up because he's a wild card. So he's a really goofy guy. So. Yeah, I'm gonna have the most unhinged picture of him right here. That guy. Please.
I want you to do M's view of this very beautiful man, and then the unhinged realistic
probably.
view. Right
Definitely. Expectations versus reality. But yeah, I love Aaron Hansen. I also think it's a personality thing. He's so funny. Anyway, and then Thorin. From The Hobbit, the actor who plays Thorin from The Hobbit. Killy from The Hobbit, actor plays Killen, and Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh.
Also, David Tennant as the 10th Doctor. Because again, I've been watching Doctor Who. And
which one is he?
He's Barty Crouch Jr. in the 4th Harry Potter movie. That's about all I know on that.
That's another one I don't get.
David Tennant?
Yeah.
You gotta watch the show, because I didn't get it, and then I watched those seasons of Doctor Who, and I was like...
him and the other Doctor that people really like, the one that played, that was in The Crown, the first season.
I didn't watch The Crown. Is it Matt Smith?
Yes!
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I don't get Matt Smith. I get David Tennant just because I've been watching. It's because he's tragic. That's why. He's the most tragic Doctor.
Also the one, he was in Good Omens? Bad Omens?
He might have been.
Is that the same guy?
I don't know. I don't watch that.
I don't know any Doctor Who.
But because I didn't get it initially. I was like, oh, David Tennant season, here we go. Because I remember in high school we had some friends who were obsessed with David Tennant, and specifically his 3 seasons. I can't remember. I think it's 2 seasons of him being the Doctor.
Sure, yeah.
And I've been watching Doctor Who, rewatching the whole thing, and I get it. I get it now. It's because he's tragic. And he just doesn't want to be alone. And I get it now, okay? So he's an honorable mention.
This is some flashbacks to our cartoon episode. He's a tragic character. Was it the skunk from Ice Age?
What?
Didn't you have
the skunk from Ice Age? Oh, the weasel.
The weasel.
It's the skunk.
Wasn't he also a pirate?
He had an eye patch. So close enough, I guess.
The pirate skunk from Ice Age.
Pirate skunk from Ice Age. No. Oh, man.
I thought that's what it was.
Oh, I'm crying. Yeah,
exact
he
same
is tragic character. Yeah. But so I get it. So he's an honorable mention for sure.
I don't know if you have any more honorable
No,
mentions.
I have no more.
Okay,
That's just
I can do my dishonorable mentions.
Yes, please do
I
your
think I'll
dishonorable
do
mentions.
this now. Bring down everything. So that
yeah,
we can get
bring
back
everything
up.
down and we can hit a high note. Yeah.
I have 3 dishonorable mentions, and I if you like these people, respect. It's fine. I just don't get it.
Mhm.
My 3 dishonorable mentions are Benedict Cumberbatch. I thought you were gonna have more of a reaction to that one.
No, I get it.
Eddie Redmayne and Pete Davidson.
Okay, I don't understand Eddie Redmayne, but I will die on the hill that Pete Davidson, I don't understand. I think Pete Davidson makes no goddamn sense.
I don't understand.
I do not
how
understand.
So many, he's been with so many,
Gorgeous women.
Gorgeous women and powerful women, and then you're just like, and then there's you.
I guess it's the tragedy thing, but I don't think he has, personally, no shade, Pete Davidson, you are not my type. Like, physically speaking.
I don't
like, his face is not it for me. I don't do, like, the covered in tattoos look either.
I think one of my friends says that it's because
for that
funny.
body type. I don't even think he's funny. I don't think he's that funny. I'm of the opinion. What, are you okay?
I just find that funny.
I don't think he's that funny, just because I love some good dark humor. I do, but his is just a little too depressing. Like, his isn't dark, it's depressing.
That being said, I don't like him. I don't like Kim Kardashian, so put them together. It's like the worst couple for me.
Perfect, fine. I cannot like
great,
either of
them. The 2 of them can procreate together.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, that baby. Oh, God. Oh, I don't need to see a baby Pete Davidson. That is like the last pairing I ever would have made.
Right?
Like, I never in a million years would have thought that Kim Kardashian would have ended up dating Pete. The fact that he dated Ariana Grande was already enough of a mind-blowing
that one was
situation.
Weird to me, but it made sense in a way.
It made slightly more sense just because,
them,
like...
I think it's because she went on SNL and then
yes.
met and... Which
I do love Ariana Grande. I will say. I've come around to Ariana Grande. No, I know. But I just need to say that I initially was so irritated by Ariana Grande, but now I get it.
I'm not a big fan of her, but I do like her music a lot.
Like, I used to be very...
I
think the only thing is that I used to be creeped out by the fact that she looked like a 12-year-old, but was, like, not, and was, like, posing sexily everywhere. I think that's the only thing that I was like, ugh.
Got it.
But it was just an ick factor. But now, like, I don't know. She seems like a sweetie. So I'm not upset.
I think she definitely cares about her fans, for sure.
Oh, definitely. She seems like just a sweet person. So, like, I'm not necessarily a fan, but I do.
I understood the 2 of them together. I do not understand Kim Kardashian.
That is like together. The weirdest fucking
But I also just don't. I don't think he's attractive. I don't think
he's attractive at all.
I don't think Benedict Cumberbatch is attractive.
There's have you ever seen the mean tweets readings? It was like it was like Marvel characters reading mean tweets about him. And Benedict Cumberbatch read one, and it's like, Benedict Cumberbatch always looks like he's having an allergic reaction to bad shrimp. And it was so accurate.
It's very accurate.
I think with him, he's got angles. Like, there are certain angles where I'm like, okay, but then there's some angles where I'm like, I don't get it. But I think him as Doctor Strange, yes. I think him without the goatee, no.
Yeah, the facial hair, again.
The facial hair helps. It covers up a world of sins.
I will say it does help him a bit, but
it does help him a lot, yeah.
I don't get it. I just don't get
Here's
it.
one. This is going to cause a riot.
Please.
I don't get, like, I like this person as a person.
Okay.
But on an attractiveness level, I don't get it.
Who is it? You're hyping this up. I'm scared.
It's Tom Holland.
Oh,
I don't get it. Like,
I'm not surprised. I have that for.
He's
I
cute.
have that for Timothy Chalamet.
Okay, Timothy Shamalama Ding Dong is also on the list because, like, bicycle seat face ain't for me.
Both of them,
they just look so.
I
basic.
get it. I get what you're saying. Like
there's no oomph for me in either of them.
Both of them are very attractive people.
They're cute,
but I just don't.
I would call them cute, but I wouldn't call them hot. Like, Tom Holland is cute. He's a cutie. He's a cutie pie. He's like a little puppy. Mm-hmm. But I'm not into. My sister is gonna murder me when she hears this because, Lauren, this just means that you have him all to yourself.
There you go.
But like, I love him and Zendaya together. I do.
They're so cute together.
But I just personally,
I really like him too.
I would be his friend. But also, I think he kind of looks like Will. So that's another reason.
Will has called
I'm just
himself
like,
the poor man's Tom Holland.
Yes, and I agree with that. I do. He does kind of look like him. But maybe that was another factor. Like, I just friend-zoned him from the beginning of his existence because it was Will, basically.
Yeah.
But yes, I just don't, like, again, he's a cutie, but I wouldn't date him.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Personally.
No, I get it completely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's one of my more controversial ones. Because I feel like people would literally die for Tom Holland, and I just don't
I
get
do
it.
like him a lot, but I do get what you're saying.
Understand.
I get it.
Like,
yeah, like I said, I think Timothy Chalamet. He's that feeling for me where I'm just like,
it's another similar
I look
thing.
at him and I'm like, okay, I understand why people like him, but I just don't get it. I think it's also, I think it's
I don't get the
girls
obsession.
younger than us
That,
too.
you know, yes, that is exactly.
Like,
were you the one that I was telling about with the facial hair thing? How, like, I read either it was like a TikTok or something, but like they were talking about how younger girls are less, like, as you get older, you get more attracted to people with like more facial hair and body hair, and it's because when you are growing up, like the guys that are your age do not have facial hair and body hair, and like,
that
you
makes
know,
sense.
they don't have that. But then when you get older and men your age start having facial hair and everything like that, it starts becoming more attractive to you.
Yeah, I feel like Tom Holland.
And they're hairless. They're hairless.
Tom Holland started getting big when we were like 17, 18.
Yes.
So like we were around the right age. But Timothy Chalamet got bigger.
Yeah.
After that,
he's like a TikTok boy in my mind.
He kind of is.
He's like the poster. He's like the.
It's what every TikTok boy wants to look like.
Yes, every TikTok boy wants to look like. Yes, poster boy. Thank you. He's the poster boy for what a TikTok boy should look like. I put that in quotes for those not watching.
But yeah, I think a lot of girls younger than us really got into to Timothy Chalamet.
Oh God, I can't say his name.
It's
just
hard.
call him Tim. Tim.
I think girls got into him that are younger than us, probably for those reasons.
Yeah,
that makes sense. But yeah, I think
he seems like a sweet guy.
Yeah, I've actually heard that he's
an asshole. Really?
I don't know if where I've heard this, but I don't know if he's a sweet guy or not. I actually don't know that. Don't quote me on that. I could be really wrong. I'll look it up and tell you.
I know
later.
Tom Holland's a sweetie.
Yeah,
and in my mind they're kind of interchangeable. So
the next Spider-Man is just played by Timothy Chalamet.
Big fan of Spider-Man though.
Do you have a quick question? Do you have a ranking for the Spider-Man, 3 of them?
How hot they are?
Yeah.
Objectively, this is not who I would date, but this is just objective attractiveness. I think Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
Andrew Garfield's a little too skinny for me.
Yeah.
I don't do the tall skinny.
He's a very theater kid.
I do short thick.
He looks very theater kid to me. That took me way too long to... Okay, moving past this. Well, what's your top 3?
All right, top 3. Number 3, we have Jason Momoa.
Oh!
The epitome of the fish fillet body. Let me tell you. When, you know, there was like that picture of him.
Abs?
There was that picture of him with like the dad bod, like in between shooting like Aquaman stuff, where he had let the fish fillet fly. And it was magnificent. Magnificent. See if you can find the picture. But it was glorious. Here, let me see.
Here, you can
Jason Momoa dad bod. Jason.
Well, it was like, but it was like
ripped.
This
but it was like ripped dad
reasons.
bod. It was like, I should say, like, it's not like the traditional dad bod understanding, but it's like very athletic dad bod. Here it is. Oh yes, yes.
Oh,
this.
I get that.
This.
I get that. That's a good.
Yes,
idea.
when it has like the nice pecs, but the fish fillet. The fish fillet is very important. Very important. The fish fillet. Do you see?
Okay.
See what I'm saying? There's like the line down the middle. And it's all kind of raised, like it's like a fish fillet. It's shaped like a fish fillet. That's the only way I can describe it.
Okay.
It's just a layer of fat over the abs, so they're not like chiseled. Like it basically just like take the appearance of abs, but like take out the middle lines.
I can agree with that. That's a good. Yeah,
it's beautiful.
Honestly, like
I'm
not obsessed with 6-pack abs. If you have them, great. But like that is also very good.
Yeah. But anyway, so a big fan of Jason Momoa. He is my number 3. For sure.
My number 3
for sure
is Simu Liu.
Who's that?
He plays Shang-Chi.
Oh, and, yes.
My sister and I got obsessed with him over the pandemic.
Cute.
He's so cute.
He's
so cute. We got obsessed with him over the pandemic when we watched Kim's Convenience. That's where we first saw him, and then we watched that movie, and I'm just like, wow. Oh my god.
All right, who's your number 2, Marina?
My number 2 is Florence Pugh.
Oh yeah,
I've
I
talked about her
respect
before.
that one.
I think she is
I respect
so
that one.
pretty. Oh my gosh.
I concur. I concur with that one.
I would do anything for her. She's beautiful.
Again, I'm not
She's
really
cool.
into blondes, but yeah,
She's
cute. She's cute.
so cute. She's so pretty. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. She's in a new movie coming out later this year with Harry Styles, so you know it's gonna be good.
Oh.
Also, Harry's new
That's
album.
another one that I don't get. I don't get Harry Styles. I don't that's
think
like I don't get the crush. I think he is
I like
like
his
a beautiful
music.
person. I think he's a beautiful person, but I do not think that he is attractive. Not that he's like ugly, but like I don't find him attractive.
falls into the same category as Timothy Chalamet and Tom Holland.
Timothy, insert last name here. And Tom
Please
Holland.
just like
Timothy.
he's kind of the same attractive, and I feel like that's not our types.
No.
And so it's like
it's like
skinny.
I don't do skinny. Again, that's my thing. I just can't
I
no one on this list is skinny, except I guess the women are skinny, but
a very like runner's body type almost.
that you're not into.
Yeah.
I concur. I need some meat on them bones.
I think I looked like I saw a runner like a couple
I guess
days ago.
Jack
She's like,
Sparrow is kind of skinny. Now that I think about it, he's kind of skinny.
we don't really know. He always has like multiple layers.
But like
on.
he's not like a twig. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he's not like his personality gives him meat. You know? Like I don't think he's skinny. I wouldn't call him skinny. I also wouldn't call Orlando Bloom skinny either. Like he's like thin, but he's fit.
Yes.
I wouldn't call him skinny though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they're very different look than Tom Holland, and
I mean Tom Holland I guess
Styles.
isn't skinny. I think it's just Tom Holland's face. Like for
yeah,
me.
he's just
His face is not it for me. Like I don't get his face.
Yeah, he's shorter than Zendaya.
Hey, Chris is shorter than me.
No. I'm saying like she's like 5'9" or something.
Yeah, she's really
and
tall.
So like he's shorter than her, so he's like 5'8",
Yeah.
which is still tall. But he's not. I'm saying he's not.
Why
like,
was this brought up?
Because we were talking about how he's like not like a tall skinny
Oh
guy.
yes.
So it's like
I was like, why
like-
are we talking about height?
Yeah,
I got very confused.
I was like, because we were always talking about height.
Yes, you're right. I got very confused.
Yeah, I was like, what? I was like, what happened?
I think I was talking about the face, and then all of a sudden you're like, and he's not tall, and I'm like, what? I'm like, wait a minute, I was talking about his face.
It's like we're talking about tall skinny guys.
Yes. I
Okay.
think for me it's his face because like he doesn't have like the tall skinny body type, but like it's the I don't know. His face is very like.
He looks. We're really ragging on.
I'm not ragging. I'm just like
we're
trying
really,
to explain.
like. No, I'm saying the both of us
we're
are
getting
really.
into it.
Yeah, we're getting into it.
it.
Should we go to our number one so we can just leave Tom
we
Holland
gotta do
alone?
number two.
Number twos.
Yes, number two.
No, we just did two.
No, we did one. We did three.
No.
Oh, you just did your two.
Yeah,
I didn't
you
do my
your
two. My number two.
Oh, I know what this is like. I know exactly.
I said that I don't know if I cut this yet, but I said earlier, Chris is gonna give me so much shit for this. Like he makes fun of me for having a crush on this guy all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Another YouTuber. I am in love with Mark Fishbach, who is, for those of you who don't know it, his screen name is Markiplier, and he's a very well known YouTuber. If you watch like gaming channels and things like that, then you know who he is. But I love him. I am obsessed with him. Why are you looking at me like that? Damn. My brother always gives me shit because Chris kind of looks like him. And so he's just like, you're just dating, like, Diet Markiplier. And I'm like, come on. He also has a beautiful voice, okay? I can't help it. All right.
I can see your number one, but I think both of our... You know who my number one's gonna be.
Yeah, say it.
Sebastian Stan.
Yeah,
You
she's
say
a
yours.
Stan. Kit Harington.
Yeah, I saw it. I was like, they're also very...
Again, yeah, it's like them and Daniel Radcliffe, like Kit Harington, Mark, and then Daniel Radcliffe, and like they're just the epitome of my type. Like they're like the epitome.
Mm.
It's like the dark hair, the short stature, built.
I don't think I've dated enough people to be like, yeah, this is definitely my type.
I've just realized it. Like I've just kind of
also
like suddenly realized that there's a pattern.
The people I go out with don't always have a pattern. They don't always.
Yeah.
And
I don't always abide to
usually,
it.
like, there's usually one of two things.
Like, I think Chris is the only person that has matched my type, like, basically down the list ever. Like, because, like, I think he's the first person I've dated with, like, super, 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 super dark hair. Everyone else has just been kind of like brown.
Yeah.
There's like a
Did you
ginger.
have a blondes?
There's like one blonde, and then there was the
What about the Wiccan?
fiery wet. He was the redhead.
Oh.
Of course he was. God. We'll get to them in the next episode.
Yes, I'm excited about the next episode.
The next episode's gonna be great. But it's first dates. But anyway, yeah, Kit Harington. That's just
He's a very.
He's got the accent. He's got the hair.
He's got the dark curly hair.
Yeah,
right?
he's got like the sad eyes. Oh.
I never would have thought to describe them as sad.
I guess just
But
like big
he
soulful
kinda
eyes.
looks like a kicked puppy.
No,
Like a sad kicked puppy.
Damn,
I
I
mean
guess
that in
you're
a good
right.
way.
Jon Snow also just did wonders
He's
for me.
like a black lab puppy.
He is like a black lab puppy. Yeah.
That's what I'm picturing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Except he's got curly hair.
Yeah.
I do like curly hair. Big fan.
I'm not gonna talk too much on Sebastian Stan because I already have multiple times. But
Have you?
I think you've cut it out actually.
Yeah, I probably did. There's like a whole rant
for
somewhere
anybody
about
who didn't get to
Sebastian
hear that,
Stan.
which is everybody, is he's just a beautiful man. He's in The Martian. I absolutely love that.
Oh, that's right. You were talking.
yeah,
it was the
it
Martian
was the
rant. That's
Martian
how
rant.
it started.
But
That's how it was.
yeah, I think the first time I saw him was Winter Soldier. He didn't even register as like when he was just Bucky in the first movie. It wasn't until he was the Winter Soldier that I was sitting there. I was like, oh, this
Ooh.
man. Again, it's the
When
hair.
he had the long hair. Yeah,
It's
I was
the
about
hair.
to say. It's
And
the
it was
hair.
him. It was him with the long hair that made me go, oh, okay,
Oh,
got
yeah.
it. Got it.
Got it.
The long hair, Sebastian Stan. It's my number one. The dark long hair. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Again, the kind of very the arms. Oh, okay.
A mechanical arm.
No, not the mechanical one. He was so buff that they had to make his mechanical arm prosthetic bigger.
Really?
Yeah. So like if you look at like the
Whoa.
first one, it's like a bit smaller, but then like if you look at it in Civil War,
It is pretty
he
jacked.
He bulked up more, and they're like, I guess we're making a bigger arm for you. And yeah,
That's hot. Well, do we have a game, Marina?
we do. So I'm gonna have you open up your list again.
Okay.
And we're gonna choose. It does not have to be our top three.
Got
The best three for the job.
Okay.
You have to make a zombie survival team out of your top 8. Just the top 8.
Nice.
And we're gonna explain. Go head to head.
Okay.
Who would win and why?
All right. I am now regretting not having Thorin on my
No,
list.
it's gotta be the actors.
Oh,
not
dang it! So I
characters
can't
they
put
play.
Jack Sparrow on my zombie
It's gotta be
apocalypse team.
Orlando. Not Orlando. Wow.
Wow.
My head went there. No, who's
Yeah,
on my team?
Marina. I feel like this is pretty easy for me. I mean, I have Jason Momoa,
Yeah.
so obviously we got the muscle. We got the height and the muscle. So Jason Momoa is definitely coming with.
Mhm.
I can't be the only woman, so I need Karen with me. She has to help me. We got this. I feel like her and I would vibe pretty well. I would be too intimidated by Zendaya, which is why I didn't bring her.
Okay.
And I would be too protective of Marzia. So I need someone who, like, I see as an equal. Not that I don't see them as equals, but, like, I like, am not intimidated by and, like, don't have the need to protect. You know
Got
what I'm
it.
saying?
You're like Karen Gilligan could probably stand up.
Karen Gilligan, like, at the very least, I feel like it would be an equal partnership.
Okay.
Of, like, unified womanness.
And who's your third?
I was like, probably Daniel Radcliffe because we'll need someone to fit into small spaces. Like, we need someone to do
I thought you
tunnels.
were gonna be like, we need somebody who
And
can do magic. That's where you were going.
No, I might pick. Actually, I might pick Daniel Radcliffe. I think I need to pick Daniel Radcliffe because we need some comic relief, and he is hilarious. I think
I'm
he's so
taking
funny.
over the small tunnels. That's what
This
we
one,
need him for.
yes, Daniel Radcliffe for
The
tunnels.
Tactical needs.
The tactical needs.
Hey, Daniel, I know you get down on his level. Hey,
We
Daniel,
also need
I
to-
know you don't want to get in the sewer again, but you need to crawl in there so
We
we can
also
get to
need
the
to
other side.
compensate because if we pick like the smallest people, we eat less food. When we need to feed Jason because he's huge, and so we need to keep Jason huge, and we need to keep Jason huge, and so the three of us need to just stay tiny. And so I need to pick the smallest man to counteract all the food that Jason's gonna be eating.
I'm sorry,
You
we need to feed Jason.
We do. He's got to keep his muscle.
Oh my gosh.
We gotta feed Jason, otherwise he'll eat us. You know, he's so big. He's so big and strong. We could never fight him if he turned into a zombie. We could never do it. We need to protect him.
You
and
guys
keep
have
him
to stay
safe.
small, but you need to feed Jason.
Yeah, we need to stay small. So Daniel Radcliffe, me. Me, Karen, and Daniel would eat the least. And so we would just like have Jason, like Jason would just be our bulk man. So we put all our hit points in him. And then we'll all be able to fit into small spaces. We'll be the runners. He's gonna like be the one defending the camp. Like me and Karen will probably be the runners, and then we'll alternate with Daniel.
But Daniel's fitting into small spaces. What are you talking about?
I know, but that's what I'm saying. If we need to do like a heist scenario,
I feel like
then like Daniel's coming.
You take him to like a store and it's locked, and you're like, "Hey, crawl through the vent."
I'm gonna boost you up through the cat door. I'm gonna shove you into the dog door
Go
real
through
fast.
the vent, unlock it from the inside.
That is true.
Yeah.
Honestly, probably. But yeah, so that's my apocalypse team. What about you?
I was thinking about this as you were talking. I had to think it through. I think I would have Henry Cavill, the muscle.
The muscle. Gotta feed him. You gotta make sure you feed Henry Cavill. Make sure your other two people are small.
I was gonna say Sebastian Stan, but I changed it to Chris Evans because I feel like he's very a loyal dude. I think, and he has a dog.
Oh yes.
And I feel like the dog would come along with. Obviously, it's a package deal, and you're gonna want to protect your dog, so you're not gonna run off. Like I feel like it would just work out. Plus, there'd be a dog.
I would be the one that would supply the dog in my zombie apocalypse team. Echo would be with us.
I would just love to have a little pup.
I feel like Echo would be great in a zombie apocalypse. Assuming he doesn't like run up to the zombies and try and get them to pet him.
Bite their ankles or something.
He would hold his own. I have faith. If we ever encounter a zombie apocalypse, you best be assured Echo's coming with me. Okay. That motherfucker will protect me. Hell yeah.
And my third, Sandra Oh. Because I feel like she's smart, and also, though it was a fake doctor, she was a doctor on Grey's Anatomy, so I'm sure she had to pick something up. So I'm thinking, like, maybe she can help with the medical stuff because she was on Grey's Anatomy. Do I trust that? No. But, like, I think maybe.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that'd be my team. I think...
she's been in a plane crash, survived a plane crash.
Really?
No, that was a Grey's Anatomy episode.
You had me going. I was
like,
no,
wow, so I was just like, impressive. Along that logic, she's also survived a plane crash, so she's an expert in disaster.
Some episodes of it, so I don't know.
It's a really good episode.
Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, that's my my team. Do you think that they could? Okay, let's say that the rest of the celebrity crushes on there are the zombies.
oh. Jack Sparrow as a zombie would be chaos.
He basically
but it would be Johnny Depp.
Point.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he was.
Yeah,
you're right.
In the first movie.
I think we could take him. Yeah, we
could.
Who's
your biggest competitor on the other side, or the zombies? Like, who do you think is gonna?
Like maybe Zendaya. Like on God, because it's like Kit Harington.
And you can't kill Zendaya. Like
no.
You can't.
It's can't, like Kit Harington, Markiplier, Marcia, Johnny Depp, and Zendaya. I think we can take them. Jason Momoa alone is like twice the size of everyone on this list.
Exactly. That's why you pick them up.
That's why you gotta feed him. We gotta feed Jason Momoa. Jason. You gotta feed Jason. That's just the motto of our camp. You gotta feed Jason.
You guys just eat some like random berries you found, and he's having like a steak dinner because you gotta feed Jason.
You gotta keep the muscle on him, man. It's important. Make sure your muscle is intact.
You raid protein powders.
Oh God, like the drugstores, and we just take all the protein powder.
Actually, yeah, I feel like that's
a really apocalypse movie. Are you kidding me?
Wait, yeah, I just thought of I think I would go to St. Simon's Island and then burn down the bridge that connects it to mainland.
Well, take us with you, please.
Sure.
I would appreciate that. Jason Momoa will come with us. I feel like he did Aquaman, right? He has to be good in the water.
We just have to figure out how to feed him.
We gotta figure out how to feed. Hey, we got the whole ocean around us.
There's a whole ocean.
He's from Hawaii.
There's some wild.
He's familiar with islands.
There's wild boars and whatnot. Like you can.
There's wild boar.
I
heard you don't fuck with wild boar though. Man.
Neighboring islands. So that's my game plan. My actual game plan is just get to an island, cut off any.
Yeah.
I assume that zombies can't drive a boat, so.
Oh, I hope not.
I don't think so.
I feel like they couldn't swim either. I think like a lake, like an island or something would be your best bet.
Yeah, burn down the bridge, baby.
Yeah. All right, well.
Okay, that's been our episode.
We did it. We did an episode. Yay. But yeah, thank you guys so much for listening. We had so much fun.
Yes.
Marina, welcome back. We missed you. We missed you so much.
Took a little sabbatical.
Yeah. Thank you for listening all the way through. If you like this episode, give it a share. Please rate us on Spotify. You can find us. Tell your friends. Share with your friends who like podcasts. If you're bored in a car, track them in there with you and play it.
Yes.
And you can follow us on Instagram at HTWHC Podcast. You can email us your hot takes at htwhcpodcast@gmail.com. All those links are in the description of every episode via our link tree. And yeah, that's the end of my spiel. Do you have anything you want to add, Marina?
No.
Awesome. All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next week with more hot takes
From some very hot cakes.
Bye.